Welcome back to another episode of She's Been Through Some Engineering Shit podcast with Christine, your host, mechanical engineer with years of experience in the defense industry as well as the pharmaceutical industry. I'm also currently pursuing my MBA, so that has been quite a ride. So today's episode is on a common theme that has been throughout my career and also my life that I've taken time to work on, and it's a bit of a work in progress. And it's basically about spirals that don't necessarily always need to happen. And thinking that people, this impacts me, I would say right now, well, not right now, but it has over time impacted me more professionally and then here and there personally. So it's when, when you think that maybe your boss is mad at you or disappointed, or he's like keeping a running list of your fuck ups and is one day going to can you. So yeah, that's happened to me a lot where, picture this, walking into work, random Tuesday, nothing dramatic or unusual. Your boss gives you a look, not a glare, not a we need to talk, but just kind of a look. And then your brain immediately it starts to fill in blanks of all the possible storylines that simple look could mean. And of course, naturally, because our brains always want to attempt to protect us, and I use the word attempt because they're really not trying to. They're trying to brace us for shit hitting the fan and to make sense of the world and things around us. But my brain always goes like, okay, I'm getting fired. And it's not even that I think people hate me per se. I think it's more like less about that. And I have a deep fear. Again, I've been working on this. I'm convinced that like everyone else knows something and I'm the last one to know. And then that fear of embarrassment, like I should have like prepared for it, or I should have anticipated it, or I should have read between the lines and detective coded this bitch. Like there's a conversation happening somewhere without me and I'm the subject. Like everyone got the memo and it was like, oh, you didn't know this? No, I didn't. So that same day, picture your boss doesn't respond to an email that you sent for a couple hours, and this fear starts kicking in harder and harder. And your brain might go straight to, okay, something's wrong, something happened, somebody said something about me to my boss. I'm about to walk into a conversation I didn't know was even coming, so I couldn't brace myself mentally for it. And once that fear starts, it never stays small. It grows. It becomes this whole storyline in a different alternative universe that isn't reality. That is not reality. I'm imagining being completely blindsided because of the fear. That's the fear, right? That is the fear, being blindsided. Not even the conflict itself or situation. It's the idea that everyone else knew and why didn't I know? Or what could I have done to prepare for this? And then right when he finally replies to me, it was literally, hey, can you send me the status on project XYZ? And I'm like, I feel like a dumbass. I wasted all this mental energy thinking I'm going to get canned. One small step away from rolling up LinkedIn, reaching out to colleagues, former colleagues or roommates. Hey, college roommates, you guys hiring? And And that was it. Nothing was wrong. Nothing was dramatic. He was just busy. You never know. He might have had, like, he has 2 daughters. Maybe they called him his wife or this, his dog. I don't know. His parents. You never freaking know what is happening in someone else's life. And then, so there's other ways that this can manifest too, right? Another time, I got a meeting invite from someone that I don't really talk too much. No agenda. Just a time slot and a connect. Like Christine and John will say, Christine and John connect. And my brain goes straight to, oh, this is it. This is the conversation. This person has a problem with me and they told my boss, and I'm going to be blindsided and I'm bracing for impact. Couldn't really relax. And, this is the kicker. I would replay every interaction that I had with this person for like the last 6 months, thinking, oh, when maybe this was the thing. Maybe this was the time I didn't respond back quick enough, or this or that. And when this dreaded meeting finally started, the thing that they said was, hey, thanks for calling in. I just wanted to ask you how I wanted to get some thoughts and your experience on a project that I'm about to start. Again, same situation as earlier. I felt like a dumbass. Not a confrontation. It wasn't a problem. It was actually a compliment in a way of, hey, you want my thoughts on this project you're going to start and you thought to call me? What? It wasn't some secret conversation that I wasn't included on. It was a question. And again, I realized that I have a tendency to carry problems that no one has communicated to me in reality. I'm bracing for conversations that didn't happen. And I'm assuming that silence means something when it doesn't. It's just silence. It doesn't have to mean anything. So over the years, again, this has been a journey for me, and it's something that does still come up in my therapy sessions. I think that if someone has a problem with you, they have to tell you. They're adults. If Monica has a problem with me, Monica needs to tell me. Otherwise, there's no problem with Monica. Same thing. John has a problem with me. John needs to tell me. Otherwise, we have no problem. And it's really hard. It's really hard to not live in imaginary situations anymore, because if that's a coping mechanism for you, like it is for me, it's hard to detach from that. And through therapy, peeling back the onion as to why I am that way stems back from some childhood things and some childhood family. I would say we had a pretty substantial family breakup where my intermediate family broke away from my extended family on my mother's side. And I was 8 years old when this happened. And I thought, how could I have prepared for this in my little 8-year-old brain? And it had been leading up for years that. So I think my 6-year-old brain noticed some things, 7-year-old. But then when I was 8, that's when it happened officially. And my little childhood brain thought, why didn't I see this coming? Why couldn't I have prepared for this? And why, I wish I knew this was going to happen. Those kinds of things. So, yeah, we are We are we are a compilation of the things that we've been through, and it's tough sometimes to check yourself when that's the coping mechanism that you're used to, and that has maybe helped you feel safe, even though it causes more distress than just accepting that if someone has a problem, they will tell you. It's hard. I don't have all the answers. I just know that talking with my therapist has helped me. Okay, so before I wrap up this episode for today, I wanted to open the door a little bit wider, because this podcast, I'm thinking like my vision for it isn't meant to be me talking at you. I want to feel like it's a conversation that is being built together. And so I set up a voicemail line for the show. And if you have a story that you want to share, or a topic that you want me to get into, or a question that you have, situation that you need maybe another opinion on, you can call in and leave a voicemail. So the number to call is 267-281-3633. I'll say that one more time. 267-281-3633. And I believe you can also send a text as well. This is new to me, so I am figuring it out with you. So yeah, you can call in, leave me a message. It's up to you. Tell me what's going on in your world. It can be engineering related, career related. It could also be non-engineering related. It can be rants if you just need to let something off of your chest. Tell me what's going on in your world, what you're navigating, things that you're curious about. I will listen to every single one, and I will try my best to answer them in future episodes. My goal is also to bring guests here. I have friends, close friends and colleagues, former colleagues, who are badass women in STEM. I have friends, people with totally different perspectives and experiences than I do. So I don't want this to just be me and my own experiences, because I think when you're going through something, having multiple perspectives and then listening to some and putting together which ones maybe resonate most with you, and having those options, I think can really help. I want this to feel like we're in a space, it's cozy, we're having a cup of coffee, we're sitting by a fireplace, it's a vibe, or we're having a cocktail, sitting at the bar, we're laughing, we're figuring things out together. I am very much still actively on my own career journey. I'm at a bit of a crossroads right now with my career, so I will share more about that. There's also just other life things happening that are always in flux and changing. And yeah, so just wanted to let everyone know, if you want to be part of the show, you can choose. If you are comfortable, the voicemail is there. Say hi. Tell me what's up. I would so much love to hear from you. So again, I'll give the number one more time before I sign off. It is 267-281-3633. Okay. That's it for today. If you're still here, thank you so much for sticking with me and listening to this whole thing through. This is a passion project of mine that I've wanted to do for quite some time. So thanks just for being here. All right. That's it for today. Catch you on the next one, where we keep unlearning all the outdated career advice we never asked for, but somehow absorbed anyway. Thanks. See you on the next one.